everyone, thanks for coming back for the last part in this 3-part series, 99 Tiny Ways to Improve Your Life. I hope you found the first 2 beneficial, and if you did, leave a comment below about what you've started doing based on what I talked about in my first 2 videos. And please, of course, be sure to subscribe before you leave. Like the last 2 videos, these are in no particular order and they focus on a variety of subjects of our everyday lives, and I'm excited to share them with you today. So we're going to start with number 67, which is to give someone an unexpected gift. And I really enjoy doing this. A lot of times I come across something in my travels, or even I declutter frequently. So if I come across something that I've not used or that's basically new that I know someone else will enjoy, I love to gift things unexpectedly to people for no particular reason. 68 is to get more sleep, which probably sounds a little counterintuitive since I spent the last 2 videos telling you to get up earlier. But of course, if you're getting up earlier, see if you can go to sleep a little bit earlier. This helps to improve your energy and your mood. Number 69 is when you leave work, leave work. And this also plays into what I talked about in my last video, to stop using busy as a status. And chances are, I understand that there's always situations in everyone's job where you do need to do something outside of work or you need to be available. But on a daily basis, there's probably no reason for you to be checking email or responding to emails or taking calls once you get home. Again, if you have to, do it, but don't do it on a regular basis. Number 70 is to check out meetup groups near you and see if there's anything interesting, especially if you're not local to where you live. Check it out and see if there's anyone with similar interests that's getting together near you. 71 is to ask for advice. This is hard for a lot of us to do, but when you need help, ask for it. 72 is something I'm very passionate about, and it's to develop a skincare routine. Man or woman, no matter what age, you need a solid skincare routine. Your face is the first thing people see, and we like to keep it in good shape. And this means to make sure that you have a good routine in the morning, SPF during the day, and a good routine in the evening. 73 is to celebrate yourself. And I've talked about this in a past video that it's important for us to recognize when we do something good and when even if we're just being productive. Again, we spend our lives in so many different places that we need to be sure that we're our #1 fans. 74 is to multitask during your commute if you can. I have mentioned before that I do have a fairly long commute to and from work, and I almost always spend that time listening to books and podcasts, and I highly recommend it because if I don't have the time in the evenings to read when I want to, having that time in the car, it gives me the same benefit of engaging the creative side of my brain. 75 is to practice affirmations. I'll be sure to link my affirmations video above and check it out to find out how you can work affirmations into your everyday life. 76 is to see if you can go a day, a week, or a month without processed foods. See if you can just eat fresh whole foods for a set period of time. 77 is to donate things you don't use. There are a lot of methods that people use. I've heard of people hanging all of their clothes facing one direction at the beginning of the year. And once you've worn an item, you're going to turn the hanger so it's facing the other direction. And at the end of the year, if you haven't worn, or if you have items that are facing the first way, then make sure that you donate those because you're not wearing them anymore. So go through your home and see if you have those things that you've not used for a year or more and that you know you're not going to use in the next year or for the rest of your life, and donate it to someone who would use it. 78 is to reduce the amount of waste you bring into this world. And this is just to consciously try to stop using plastic baggies when you could be using Tupperware. Don't use a straw if you don't need to. Just think of the tiniest ways that you can eliminate waste. Something that I recently started doing is I'm not using cotton pads or cotton balls anymore when I'm taking off my eye makeup in the evening. I have some reusable cotton pads that I'm using now. So that gives me just a little bit of appreciation that I'm helping just a little bit to fill up landfills less. 79 is to eat slowly. And again, this is a way that you can practice mindfulness by being sure that you're chewing your food before you swallow it. Again, thinking about what a fast pace our lives move at. Sometimes we're not conscious consciously thinking about what we're eating and enjoying the fact that we're nourishing our bodies. 80 is to keep your email inboxes clean. Make sure that you're always reading and deleting and filing emails that you need to, and keep it empty if you're able to. 81 is to develop a personal mission statement. I can certainly do a video on this if it's something that you're interested in. Let me know. Otherwise, Google developing a personal mission statement or look for another video on YouTube. There are some amazing ones, and use that in your everyday life. 82 is to create a vision board. This is something that I love to do, and I do it regularly because things change, and sometimes when you create a vision board, things come to fruition from that. So then it's time to create a new one. So again, this is something I'm more than happy to do a video on, or go ahead and take a look at other YouTube videos, or just Google it and spend a couple hours one day coming up with a vision board that works for you. 83 is to make it a point to arrive early. If you have an appointment, if you're meeting a friend, if you're going to work, if you have a meeting, make it a point to arrive just a couple minutes early. It lowers your stress levels and blood pressure when you're not running late, and it's kind and considerate to the other people that are meeting you. 84, cut one person out of your life who creates stress or drama for you. It's easier said than done, especially if it is a family member or a close friend. But again, this is something that's creating negativity in your life, and it's preventing you from living the life that you want to live. So start somewhere easy. Maybe there's someone at work who works in another department or another building, and you can easily just stop seeing them. Start there. Start wherever you can. But it's really important, like I've mentioned before, to curate this positive life. And sometimes it means that we need to thank people for being what you needed them to be in the past, and then letting them go. 85 is to learn self-massage. Look it up on YouTube. It's a very easy way to provide self-care, but it's something that can be used throughout the day. Wherever you're at, you can learn how to massage your hands, how to massage your shoulders, your arms, your feet, anything that's helpful. And it's a really nice little life hack to have. 86 is to make a bucket list and then start acting on it. 87 is to intentionally learn about something different that you don't know anything about. For me, I like to spend my free time learning about things like numerology, the moon phases, crystals, woo-woo things like that. But pick anything that's interesting to you. Start by looking it up on Wikipedia. Start by Googling it. Ask someone, maybe there's someone in your life who does something that you find interesting. Talk to them about it. 88 is to find exercise that you enjoy. This is going to help you to not only enjoy exercise while you're doing it, but it's going to make you look forward to it. 89 is to learn how to apologize the right way. Never say, "I'm sorry if I hurt you," or "I'm sorry, but take the time to learn to apologize in a respectful and meaningful way. 90 is to get a mentor, and this could be a person who's going to help you with something personally or professionally. And then 91 is to be someone else's mentor. It's very rewarding to spend time with other people who you are able to provide value to them. 92 is to play, and this is whatever it means to you. If reading is playing for you, that's great. If working in your yard or your garden is playing, go ahead and do that. If traveling is, if going for a walk, going on a picnic, whatever you considered play, do more of it. 93 is to try planning out your week and weekends so you have time set aside for the things that need to be done and the things that you want to do. And it helps you to see where you're spending your time and where you can cut things out that are not serving you. 94 is to ask for help when needed. And I've talked about this in a variety of ways in past videos, and this could be if you're moving, ask someone for help. If you need help packing because you're moving, if you need help cleaning up around your house, if you need help getting ready for something. There are a lot of things that we need help with, and there's never anything wrong with asking for help. 95 is to get a passport. You never know when you're going to need one. 96 is to organize your closet. You can organize your clothes by color, by size, by season, whatever you want, but organize it because it's going to help you to find what you need when you need it, especially if you're picking out the outfit you're going to wear the night before. 97 is to make your bed every day. And the reason I recommend this is because it starts you out with doing something productive that brings just the tiniest bit of enjoyment into your life, because every time you walk into your room after your bed is made, there's just a small sense of accomplishment. 98 is to binge watch when needed. We all need days where we sit on the couch and mindlessly watch TV. As much as I talk about unplugging and cutting out screen time, TV and binge watching and Netflix has its purpose in our lives, and we all need that time sometimes. And my last tiny way that you can improve your life is actually a pretty big thing, but it's to get crystal clear on what you want in your life. Define your goals, define your boundaries, define your expectations of both yourself and other people, and define what your legacy is going to be. I really hope you've enjoyed this series of videos, 99 tiny ways to improve your life. Of course, some were tinier than others, but I hope that even if you got 2 or 3 valuable lessons out of it, I hope that you found this worth your time. If I mentioned anything that you would like to see a video or you would like to hear me talk about more, definitely let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like this video and subscribe before you leave. And thank you again for spending time with me. I can't wait to see you again next time.